Hey y'all, Gary here with Tennessee Stands. Hey, today I want to show you a tool. We're 2 years into the Tennessee Legislative Report Card, and you can find that at tnreportcard.org. We launched this last year with the 2023 legislative session, and so now we've just finished scoring 2024, just in time for primaries. Elections are near. We're on the week now of the beginning of early voting. But I want to take you through this tool, the Legislative Report Card, and show you some of the features. I don't think we've ever really done a walkthrough. We've made some really good updates into how you can use this tool to see how your legislators here in Tennessee rank in terms of their ability to lead. We have a leadership grade and their vote score and all of their campaign finance data. It's all on our website at tnreportcard.org. Really quick, if you live here in Tennessee, which if you're watching this video, I would imagine you do, early voting starts this week for the August primaries. I want to make sure you understand how important it is that you vote in the statewide primaries. In Tennessee, in most districts, the Democrats not going to win in the general. They're just not. I mean, I know in my county here in Williamson, I would be surprised to see a Democrat break 40%. Typically, they probably wouldn't break 35%. It's different, from county to county, but by and large, in most of our districts, the Republican's going to win, which means this. If you're just showing up in November in the general, you're really not voting. Why? Because you haven't chosen the Republican that's going to be on the general ballot. You must vote in the Republican primary. The primary vote is going to determine whether or not you're sending a rhino or an establishment hack or a conservative to the General Assembly, and that's just the simple fact of it. So if you're not picking the Republican Party ballot, if you're not picking the Republican that goes to the general in the primary election in August, I got news for you. You're not voting here in Tennessee. So make sure August 1st, our statewide primary this year, it's Election Day. Early voting begins Friday, July 12th. Get out there and vote. All right, let me take you to the Tennessee Legislative Report Card. Really quick before I get into the details of all of the scores, I want to take you to the finance area. On our site, what makes it incredibly unique from other scorecards is we do feature campaign finance data. And on this overview, you'll see just kind of larger overarching statistics in terms of all of the data that we've compiled. And by the way, you can see here, we are currently reporting 2006. So 2006 is as far as we go back. But we have as late as through the end of 2023. We update it every year once we have a complete year. So towards the beginning of 2025, when we can pull all of 2024's financial data, is when you'll see that update. So right now, through 2023, everything's there. Every bit of financial data for the current members of the General Assembly. So that's what you'll find on our website. All of this data only pertains to the 132 members of the current General Assembly. As members are not reelected, that data will roll off. The only thing that we're going to keep on this website are people that are currently elected and seated in the General Assembly here in Tennessee. One of the interesting things about this page is you can see really quickly the top 10 PACs. So again, all the way back to 2006, so this is cumulative giving. Who are the PACs that are influencing our elections the most? Well, here's the top 10 list. Here's the total, and you can even, we got a contact for their treasurer if you're interested in reaching out and finding out more. And then we've got the Millionaires Club. These are all of the legislators who have cumulatively raised over $1 million during their tenure. The other thing I want to show you about the financial data, and then I'll take you to the profiles, we have what's called a contributions dashboard. It's not really functional on mobile. If you want to use the contributions dashboard, you need to be on a desktop. But I'm going to expand that for you. And this is a really powerful tool. Again, I don't know that there's anything available like this in the entire state of Tennessee available to the public. And so what we've done is we've compiled all of the state data, and we're trying to make that available to you in a really quick and easy clickable format, so that you don't have to do all the spreadsheet work that we did for months compiling this data. There's 3 pages, as I'm going to show you right here. This first page, you can click and do some filters, but primarily the function is for you to see where each legislators rank in terms of their cumulative giving. And, when you click on any legislator, these top metrics are going to change with which you've clicked. So, for example, since 2006, we've taken in a total of over $72 million into campaign finance reports for all 132 legislators. That's a total of 187,658 contributions from over 68,000 individual contributors, including PACs, here in the state of Tennessee. When you click on one of these names onto the left, all of that information changes. So you can see, for example, Senator Richard Briggs, since he's been elected, he's reported 1,542 individual contributions from 782 individual donors. Again, that includes PACs. That's the number of contributors. So you can see some of that simplistic data, as you click through. I'm going to take you to page 2. So page 2 starts to get a little bit more fun. These are primarily all of the PACs that are donating to our election campaigns across the state. And you can scroll through every one of them. Goes all the way down to the very last one. And, as you click through, in fact, let me click PACs here. Yeah, and you can see when you click on the PAC category, 777 contributors. So a good number for you to know, and you can find all that here on the contributions dashboard. We have 777 registered PACs that have given to the currently 132 sitting legislators. So think about that, 777 PACs. That's an interesting statistic there. So here are the PACs listed in order from the most money given all the way down. You can click on one of those PACs, and again, you can see there's been 578 contributions made from this PAC as long as since 2026. But you can also see this little window here is our individual contributions. So let me show you how this really works. Here we go. I'm going to click on Andrew Former. And now as soon as I click on the filter for Andrew Former, all the rest of the data on the entire page now only applies to Andrew Former. So now these are all PACs that have given specifically to his campaign, ranked in order as long as he's been elected. You can see up at the top of the screen, he's raised over $504,000, 741 total contributions from 369 individual contributors. And you can start breaking that down really quick on this wheel. I'm going to click on the PAC category, and you can see 137 PACs. So let me unclick that again. So 369 individual contributors to Andrew Former's campaign since he's been elected. Of those, 137 are PACs. And you can see for him specifically, his campaign is almost 70% funded by PACs and just over 20% by individuals. Again, on the right-hand side, this window will show you every single contribution that has ever been given to Andrew Former and a name associated with it. If you only want to see PACs, you can click on the PACs here, and now this window will only show you contributions from PACs to Andrew Former. And let's just say, for example, you can see he's raised $4,000 from the Tennessee Truck PAC. If I click on that, you can see that's from 3 different contributions in 2021 and 22, totaling $4,000. So just some of the different things you can do on this filter here, and then kind of the fun part. Let me go to page 3. Page 3 is really where you want to go if you want to find an individual donor and who they're giving to. And I'm going to use Pfizer as an example. So if you just want to go to page 3 of our contributions dashboard and you want to know, of all 132 sitting legislators, who has taken money from Pfizer and how much. I'm going to go in this contributor window and I'm going to search for Pfizer. You can see it starts to, as you type, it starts to sort. Here's the Pfizer Inc. pack. I'm going to click on that. And now, all of this data on the right-hand side only pertains to contributions from the Pfizer pack. And as I go to the right-hand column, you can see here are all the legislators listed, and here is the total amount of money that they've received from Pfizer. But I can sort these as well. I'm going to click on total on the top of the column so I can sort from highest to greatest, and you can see now the number one recipient of Pfizer funds in our legislature right now is Jack Johnson, Senator Jack Johnson, with $18,250 worth of contributions to his campaign. Interestingly, there's a hot race right now in Senate District, can't remember if it's 16 or 18. I think it's Senate District 18, with Farrell Hale, challenger Chris Spencer. And, the message is Farrell Hale takes money from Pfizer, which he does, and that should be said. But I just want you to know there are a lot of folks that take money from Pfizer across the General Assembly. And where Farrell Hale ranks in about 5,000, if you go to the top, you see Jack Johnson, 18,000, Cameron Sexton over 14,000, Randy McNally, 11,000, so on and so forth. So you can see all of the leadership is touched by Pfizer money, and you can see it goes on down here by the line. So it's a fun little tool. It's a really quick way to see, if you want to specifically know where the money's coming from and who in particular is donating to maybe several candidates, you can find that here. And that's not just PACs. That's individuals as well. All right, I'm going to get out of the contributions dashboard, and I'm going to show you the rest of the report card. So let's go to the front page. And you can see we've made our 2024 updates. So we've got the top 5 ranking senators here. And then, we've got 3 times as many members in the House. So we rank the top 10 on the House side. And then you can see the A-listers. So these are members of the General Assembly. And you can see there are very few that have earned an A leadership grade from the legislative report card. And the thing I want to make sure you understand the difference. So there's a voting score. So for example, right here, Representative Monty Fritz has a 93 on his voting score. Very good. But he also has an A in leadership. That's not always the case. High scores don't necessarily mean high leadership grades. Because the distinction we're making there for you is there are some legislators that may have a great voting score. The problem is we know behind the scenes they are working to kill certain pieces of legislation. You may also have some legislators who have a lower leadership, a lower voting score, but has a higher leadership grade because, again, we know that they were working behind the scenes in supportive ways to push really good pieces of legislation through the committee process. Those leadership grades also take into consideration what is said during committee. So we have volunteers that will watch for all 126 bills that we tracked this year. Volunteers will go through and watch every committee hearing for those bills. And so these legislators are graded on whether or not they are speaking up, and leading in a committee hearing, and whether or not what they're saying is supportive or in opposition to our initiatives here for the report card. So that's sort of the distinction there, and that's a really good distinction. So when you look at someone's profile, so let me go to let's go to Todd Warner's profile. And again, you will see this profile for all 132 state legislators here in Tennessee. You'll have contact information. You can click and quickly see a map of their district, which is being pulled directly from the legislature's website. So you can see, for example, District 92 is a portion of Williamson County and then Marshall County. So all of that's available right from the website, along with their contact information. They've got a vote score, a lifetime score, and a leadership grade. And then you get to see the percentage of money that they take into their campaigns that come directly from special interests. I think the average is around 55%. In fact, let me go double check that because I have that in our financial overview. Yeah, so on average, 55% of all campaign contributions come from PACs in the state of Tennessee. It's a very high number in my opinion. So you can see Representative Warner is way below average, about half that, less than half of that, with just over 23% of his money coming from special interest. He's got a 93 voting score for the latest legislative session, so that would be for 2024. He's got a 94 lifetime, and he's got an A-plus leadership grade. We know Todd is a conservative fighter in the legislature. As you scroll down the page, you can see how Todd voted and whether or not he voted with us on every bill that we tracked. And what we added this year, what's a new feature, as we're compiling data year to year, the default, the profile will show you this year's, the latest year's votes. But you can see, you can go back to 2023, and now you can see how he voted on all of the legislation we followed the prior year. This will continue to build year on year. We'll keep all of that data so that Tennesseans can go back and see this history from their legislators. So really, really great tool. That is a feature we just added 2 weeks ago, so we're excited to get that live. And you can see, for example, on this bill, hey, he didn't vote with us on HB 1695. We've got bill profiles too. So you can see everything about the bill, a description, whether or not it passed, our position on the bill, the sponsors, co-sponsors, our statement, and you can access the bill directly on the website. We have it all here for you. So not only do we have the legislators' votes and their records, but we have the bills, our statements, and you can click on bill history. It'll take you directly to the Capitol's website so you can see everything for yourself. So all of that is available to you directly on our website. A couple of things that, let me go back to the profile because I want to show you one more thing at the bottom. Two more things, actually. So on every legislator's profile, you will also see their campaign finance reporting. The total number of money they've taken in since they've been elected, how much of that money comes from special interest, the top 5 contributors that come from contributors that are PACs, and then you can click here to see that individual legislator's full report. So here is a financial report dedicated just to Todd Warner. You can see this pie chart breakdown on whether or not his money comes from individuals or businesses or other candidates. And then for every year, you can break down all of those contributions. So right here, he's got $36,000 from individuals. I can click on that, and I can see all of those individual contributions and where they come from. I can see that on May 20th, 2022, he took in $100 from Joel Moss from Lewisburg. For privacy, we do reserve the street addresses. That is public data, and that data is with the state, but for the purposes of our website, we've kept that information private. But you can also see the contributor employer. That's also public record. So all of that information is right here, y'all, at the click of a button. And then lastly, citizen reviews. I would encourage you to go to this website, and you can leave reviews for your legislators. Give them a 1 to 5 star rating, and write about your experience with this legislator. We encourage you to do that. And so as people come onto the website and issue these reviews, they will begin to populate, and all of the legislators will have a citizen ranking. So you get to rank and rate your own legislator on our website. Outside of the profile page, just a couple other quick things I want to show you. You can also search by bill. So we have a bills page. You can click and sort out by category. So these are the constitutional amendments that we've tracked. Here are bills dealing with elections, bills dealing with vaccines, bills dealing with anything having to do with the LGBT agenda. All of these are sortable on our website, and you can just click, go view the bill, and you can see everything about it, including the bill's full content right there. Let me see what else I want to show you guys. Let me go back to the home page. The search bar is incredibly powerful. So if you go to our website and you don't know where to go, all you got to do is hit the search icon, and let's just say, I want to go see Joey Hensley's report card. I can just type in Hensley, and immediately on the search results, you can see there's a link to Joey Hensley's report card and every bill that is attached to Joey Hensley, whether or not he was a sponsor or a co-sponsor, that will show up in the search results. So you can view Senator Hensley's report card here. So very easy to access. Again, if you just want to see, if I just want to type in Jack Johnson, and not only do I have access to the report card, but again, I can see his associations with every bill that we've tracked. So you can see, for example, HB 1286, that was run in 2023. We supported that bill. It passed. He and Representative Zachary ran a bill that banned the state of Tennessee from investing using ESG investment strategies, which was a good bill that we supported. So anyway, lots of stuff here, y'all. I'm really excited that we were able to make this tool available. We sort of soft launched it last year, and we let people know it was there. But this is the first time I've done a walkthrough because we've got 2 years of data now, so it's a little bit more robust. All of our financial data now is there and intact and searchable to the public. And now, we've got some additional tools being able to sort to prior years. And so we're excited that look, this tool is going to continue to grow. You can send an email to us anytime at info@tennesseestands.org. We welcome your feedback. Again, that's info@tennesseestands.org. As you are using the legislative report card, if there are things that you feel like you want to see differently, or something that we're not showing you that you'd like to see, or anything that you feel like could function better, different options maybe you'd like to see on the contributions dashboard. I'm making no promises here, but we really want to make this a tool that's usable for the public, and we want to continue to make it better. So your feedback is welcome. And as we're able to make updates and address that feedback, we'll do so. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I hope this tool is great for you to look, keep educated on how your legislators are voting. This is key. And again, I said this at the beginning of the video, July 12th. It's this coming Friday. Early voting begins for the statewide primaries. Go vote in the Republican